All right, it's springtime. It's time for a few projects. Today's project's to replace the faucet in the galley. It apparently was leaking a little bit. I think it's in the sprayer hose, but we never really liked this faucet, and so we're going to take care of that today. As you can see, we got the boat all torn up, all the crap out from underneath the sink, and it's time to be in. That's a thing of beauty, no leaks. It was a 3-hour job to get the old one out, and the new one went in pretty easy. We have water. And the sprayer works. All right, on to the next job. Well, it's going to be a rainy day. It's supposed to rain all day long. So we're going to take a little trip to Springfield, and they've got a really cool museum supposedly down there that opened up a few years ago, and not a museum, but an aquarium. We'll go check that out. About a whole hour drive from here at Stockton. Well, the lake's up a little bit. It's not too bad. A couple years ago, it was clear up to the road here. So when that happens, you've got a little pontoon boat that's been converted into a ferry, or this situation, it's basically just an extension of the walkway. Always fun. Well, let's see how this is.
Is that right down there? That big one.
Well, one of the projects we have each spring is to, clean up the teak and protect it. Got Simcoe and a clear finish over that on the rails and whatnot, but where you walk and you want good footing, a lot of people leave the teak bare or put some protectant sealer on it. I like to use a product called Simcoe. It goes on very easily. It's got the consistency of not much more than water, but it gives it a little color and protects the teak. So the first thing I do every spring is power wash all the teak and use their product, a two-part product, to clean the teak and then brighten it. And once that's done, basically tape it all off and apply the Simcoe product. Usually a quart takes care of my boat, and I find it lasts pretty much 7 or 8 months before it starts fading. However, I only do this about once a year here in the Midwest. Maybe once we get down to Florida, I'll find I'll have to do it more often than that. All right, let's take a look. Now I've already done the power washing and the cleaning with the two-part Simcoe cleaner. So as you can see, it looks like fresh wood there. Had a little rain, so some of it's still wet. But it's a picture of the products: the two-part cleaner and brightener on the right, and then the Simcoe sealer. It's not all that expensive. I think it's about 45 bucks for the quart, and probably about 50 or 60 for the cleaner. I've always left the bowsprit bare, but this year I cleaned it up, and I believe I'm going to put some of the Simcoe on it. It'll look nice, like I say, for 6 or 7 months, and we'll see how it holds up. All right, we're all taped off here, and I'll show you how this goes on. I've got the honey tone color, and seems to match the rest of the stained and varnished teak on this boat. So it works out pretty well. I usually put 2 coats on. Okay, we finished with the first coat. Looks pretty nice, and today's a beautiful day, about 60 degrees, and we're gonna get the second coat done, and we will be finished, at least for another year. probably 10 hours later, we've got a finished product. So we're good to go for one more season. Let's take a look, see how it turned out. And the bow pulpit turned out really nice too. Well, it's the last week of April, and I believe we have all our little projects done. All that's left to do is put the head sail on, stay sail on, and probably wait till the 1st of June when the water gets a little warmer and I'm ready for a bottom job. Get down there with the scuba gear and clean up the bottom a little bit before the season starts. And beyond that, it's time to have some fun. All right, smile, Chef. Several years ago, a wedding magazine came down and did a photo shoot on our boat, as well as a beautiful Tartan sailboat owned by our friends Chris and Angie Gintilley. Here's some shots from that wedding magazine, as well as some behind-the-scenes photos we took on that day. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned, because in the upcoming videos we're going to start focusing more on our transition plan, as we're about 7 months away from our destination of relocating to Florida.